out, in, out at the top, out at the bottom, in at the top, in at the bottom, lift. Well, hey there, fabulous dancer, and welcome back to my channel, or if it's the first time that you have visited me here, welcome. I am thrilled to share the dance floor with you here. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you one of my most often requested movement breakdowns, and also my favorite silly belly dance human trick. We're talking about the belly roll. So make sure you have not eaten a big meal too recently or drank too much water. And let's go ahead and dive in and break down the belly roll. My name is Sahira, and I'm here to teach you the beautiful art of belly dance. If you enjoy these positive, encouraging step-by-step belly dance tutorials, be sure that you subscribe here to my channel so that I can send you brand new belly dance and finger symbol content every single week. And if you are just getting started in your belly dance journey, you will absolutely want to join me for my free 7-day beginner belly dance jumpstart. 7 days of belly dance tutorials delivered straight to your inbox. You can join me now at sahirabellydances.com/jumpstart. I would love to share the dance floor with you there. The belly roll, a beautiful yet sort of elusive movement in belly dance that a lot of students have a challenge getting a hold of. And I've got a couple theories as to why. I believe that when I show this to kids, right, they get it right away. They're incredible. They just start rolling their bellies and they have no qualms about it. I feel like as adults, and especially if you identify as female, you might feel like your midsection holds a little bit of embarrassment, or you don't want to push it out, you don't want to play with it, you don't want to show it to people. And the belly roll is all about sort of playing with our midsection and being comfortable and confident with the crazy moves and it can make and how it looks, right? And that's tough. Like, I get that. So I remember vividly when I realized in my belly dance classes, probably I was maybe 6 or 7 months into classes many years ago, when I realized that in order to belly dance confidently and beautifully, I was going to have to stop sucking in my belly all the time, because there's a lot of movements, this one included, that require you to kind of push it out and lean into the belly. And that's a good thing, right? Because it's beautiful. It dances in wonderful ways and we can showcase it and really enjoy it. So I invite you today and every day to embrace your belly and love it, right? It does many wonderful things for us. And the more belly you have, honestly, the better this move will look. So, work what your mama gave you and enjoy that belly roll, right? So please give yourself loving kindness and grace and enjoy this exploration of the belly. Shall we do this? Let's do it. So I always say to my students that you're already halfway there with the belly roll. Like, pretty much all of us can suck it all in. I think putting on that dress that's just a little too small, right? You suck it all in. And pretty much all of us can also push it all out. I think like right after Thanksgiving dinner, right? That's 2 of the 4 movements really that we need. Now, the other 2 are challenging, but that's what we're going to learn here. So we're going to think about our rectus abdominis, even though it's one big muscular sheet. I want to invite you to think about it as 2 parts, an upper and a lower. And in order to get good at the belly roll, you have to learn to control them slightly separately. So when I first started learning, I did a lot of like poking myself in the belly to try to like make my belly poke me back, right? Either at the bottom or the top. And this is what you're going to want to try to do. Now, and if you stick with me till the end of the video, I'm going to show you an extra bonus like hack to help you get these movements a little bit easier. So what I would like you to think about now is lifting up and creating a really long torso, create a very large palate for this movement. And what we're going to play with is keeping the pelvis slightly tucked under so you have a nice long spine. I want you to imagine bearing down with the top of your abdominal wall, right? This to me feels like it's not air. I'm not pushing air in and out, and I can speak pretty normally, and I can take a deep breath in while continuing to do this. It feels like a bearing down on my diaphragm, right? Like if I were thinking about pushing out with that upper part of the abdominal, right? And this is kind of a strange thing because we don't do it very often, but it feels like kind of like a bearing down, or almost if you imagine if I were going to like inflate a really thick balloon that needed a lot of air, like it was like kind of push, like I would have to bear down, and I want to think about using just the top of the abdominal muscle to do that, right? Kind of crazy. So while thinking sucking in, and maybe you even tuck the pelvis a little bit to keep the bottom tucked in, I want you to think push out, pull in, push out, pull in. If nothing happens, don't panic. You're not alone. But sort of fake it till you make it. Poke yourself there with your finger and try to keep the upper body relaxed, right? So we don't want to like push with the body. We're really trying to use just the muscle, right? Try to breathe as normally as possible and imagine that bearing down. It feels like an inflation, though I'm not using air, right? The other piece we need to do is the opposite of that, sucking it all in and then imagining, this is the one that's super challenging for me, pushing out kind of just the lower part, right? While maintaining as much of a contraction in the upper abdominals. Now it's all one sheet, so it's not like you can completely isolate them, but I want you to really imagine creating that push out in the lower body. And then once we put them all together, I'm going to give you a little bit of a trick to make it look bigger while you're gaining more control of your muscles. So that in a second. So thinking about sucking it all in, trying to maintain closure here in the upper ribs, right? Keeping this nice and engaged and trying to imagine relaxing or pushing out the lower abdominal muscle and then pulling it back in. Push it out, pull it in, push it out, pull it in, all while trying to keep the upper abdominals as engaged and pulled in as possible, right? Breathe in case you weren't breathing. Okay. Now, the four pieces, when we put them together for doing an up to down belly roll, we're thinking of sucking it all in, creating our nice long canvas. Now, we're going to push out that top muscle only. Then we're going to push out the bottom muscle to meet it. This is the Thanksgiving dinner moment, right? Now I want you to think of leaving this bottom muscle relaxed and tucking in the top. You can almost think about knitting the rib cage together a little bit to help get those muscles engaged, right? So I'm thinking about knitting together here, pulling in the top, keeping that lower belly as relaxed as possible, and then sucking it all in again. And then I like to lift up to create that nice long canvas again, right? So again, we're thinking long canvas. We're going to push out with the top muscle, out with the bottom muscle, in with the top muscle, right? I got that little bit of engagement contraction there, and in with the bottom muscle, lift, out with the top, out with the bottom, in with the top, in with the bottom, lift. Let's try it one more time. Out with the top, out with the bottom, in with the top, in with the bottom, and lift. Yeah, those are the four pieces that you need to put together a phenomenal belly roll. Now, let's smooth it out and I'll show you a little bit of a hack, of a thing you can do to make it look bigger as you're learning to do it totally muscularly. We're going to lift it all up. We're going to think out, out, in, lift, out, in, lift, out, in, lift, out, in. If you're like, nothing's happening, I feel you. I've been there. Totally. I was there for like years, years and years. I understand. So as you're growing your belly roll, I'm going to invite you to add a little bit of spinal articulation, right? We can do everything with the upper, with the front of the body to create this movement, but it's very challenging. So in the meantime, let's allow our spine to help us. So I'm thinking of that lift. As I go out, maybe I also allow a little bit of a push from the rib cage, out, and then when I come in, once again, that knitting together from the upper abdominals, we can knit that together. And as I pull in with the bottom, maybe the hips come underneath it, right? So I knit this together, bring the hips underneath it, lift up, out, push forward a little bit, out, in, pull it back a little bit, in, pull it back a little bit. So you're adding a teeny tiny undulation on top of this belly roll to kind of help give it a little oomph while you're learning to do it all muscularly, right? So let's try that, putting it all together with a little bit of spinal articulation. Lifting up, breathing nice and deeply. Don't hold your breath as you do this. We're going out, in, lift, out, in, tiny spinal articulation, out, in. One more, out, in. Yes, and if you've been drinking a lot of water like I have, your belly will start to make very strange gurgling noises. So just be careful, right? So that is your belly roll, those four isolations, two of which are very natural to the human body and two of which are very unnatural. And so you have to give yourself time to learn them. Okay, so now watch, I promised you at the beginning of the video a little bit of a tips and tricks section to help you get those two slightly awkward positions to be more comfortable in your body. So let me show you those now. Hey, okay, so we're going to hang out on the floor for just a second and allow gravity to help us with those two spots in the belly roll that are particularly challenging, right? So the in from the top, we're going to allow gravity to help us while we are here propped up on our elbows. So you're going to play with the belly roll in this position. The outs will be a little harder because gravity is working against you, but the ins will be a little bit easier because gravity is working for you. So I want you to think about pulling in with the upper abdominals and release. Pull in with the upper abdominals and release, right? So you can get a little bit more in there. Now think, push out with everything, right? And now try to pull in with the upper abdominals and release while keeping the lower abdominals pushed out, right? It feels a little bit easier in this position because that in is gravity assisted. So you can practice that in here, and then you can practice the entire belly roll, which is a little funky. We're going to think out, out, in, out, in, out, in. Yes? Conversely, you can also take it here into like cat-cow position on all fours, and you can work the out here because out will be gravity assisted. So you can think of keeping everything in and then releasing the lower abdominals, pulling it back in, releasing the lower abdominals, pulling it back in, right? Or you can think of keeping the lower abdominals engaged, releasing the upper abdominals and in, out, and in. So that out should be a little bit easier because of gravity, yeah? And then you can think of rolling all the way through from top to bottom. So use these ideas on the floor to allow gravity to assist your belly roll. All right, fabulous dancer, now that you are armed and dangerous with the extra tips that we did on the floor, let's go ahead and put together all four parts of that belly roll. All right, finding your good belly dance posture. Knees are soft, spine is long, chest is lifted. Suck it in. We push out, out, in. Out at the top, out at the bottom, in at the top, in at the bottom. Lift, out, in, lift. Out top, out bottom, in top, in bottom. Lift, out, in. Out, in. Feel free to use a little spinal articulation to make it look even bigger. Excellent. My stomach is going crazy now. Last two, last one, and release. This is a move that takes a lot of practice, but with a lot of practice, you will get really good at it and it will get bigger and stronger, more articulated and snakier all the time. I want to know, what is the hardest part of that movement for you? For me, it's definitely pushing out the bottom while leaving the top in place. It's kind of crazy, right? And so take your time, practice those ideas on the floor that I showed you, put it all together, and then post a practice video on social media and tag me at Sahira Belly Dances. It has been so much fun sharing the dance floor with you here, and I look forward to dancing with you again very soon.